What's up, you guys and gals, YouTube fellow leaf lovers? We're gonna smoke the Chimollies. We're gonna start with the Pangu. It's a Robusto. Beautiful wrapper, huh? Foot bands. It's a it's an interesting looking bands and foot bands. That's for sure. So we have all three of them, but we're gonna start with this one. I come off the foot band came off nice. So we've been curing it up a little bit. So I think she's ready. We're going to try to soft flame again, see if it's not too windy. It's kind of windy. Good old handy dandy trusty Bic. Guaranteed 2,000 lights. Okay. Here. While we light this, get a nice toasting. Smells good. Interesting smell. A little different than usual. So this is Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Nicaragua binder, Nicaragua and Dominican filler. Okay, right off the bat, this has that grassy bitterness that I don't really care for. A touch of spice on the retro, not much. It's very mild. A little bit on the back throat and the top of the tongue. It has that bitterness that I really don't care for, but also has that cardboard ish. Some people would call a brown paper bag flavor to this wrapper. There is a breadiness to it, like a medium bread, medium light. Um, a little more spice, like not the flavor, but the spiciness of like cinnamon lingering all over the mouth, the palate. At this point, I really don't care for it. Cool rapper. I mean, bands. The bands are cool. The rapper's pretty. Just has that bitterness, and I really don't like that kind of bitterness. A little bit of spice on the lips, also. Trying to run on me. The old doobie trick works most of the time. Now, the light to medium breadiness flavor is good. There's something else in there that I'm picking up that is decent also. But that bitterness, I don't know. It doesn't say how old the tobacco is. Um, at this point, it's just a mediocre smoke to me because I don't care for that bitterness. The spice, that little bit of spice is nice. The breadiness is nice. And there's something else I'm picking up, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, that brown paper bag, cardboard, and bitterness is no bueno. So we'll let this settle in and see what happens. We'll be back. All right. So there's a little update. We're about this far in. I don't know how long it's been. It's got a decent ash. Kind of looks like one of those bees. Kind of the ones that make the nest or whatever. I can't think of the wasp, paper wasp, I believe. Anyway, it has kind of a floral note coming out, fluty, a floral fruitiness kind of coming out. More floral than fruity, so that's nice. The bitterness has died down from the startup, so that's also nice. Um, there's a little bit of a roughness to the smoke on the tongue. I'm smoking it slow, so I'm not overheating it. I mean, it's a wonky burn line because I have the windows down. There's a breeze, but the actual burn line is razor sharp. I mean, it's wobbly, but it's razor sharp. It's not like a big burn. You know what I mean? As the professionals would say. um, it's getting better. The retro is really where you get the floral, and then at the end of the retro, it just has a nice, smooth tobacco kind of note to it. There's still a little spice on top of the tongue, not much in the retro. That new note of the floral and then that tobacco flavor is very welcomed. And like I said, the bitterness that I was getting at the beginning has died down a lot, so that's very welcomed also. So it's actually turning out to be not a bad cigar. It's still not great in my opinion, but it's developing. So That's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. Except, like I said, for me, our ash is cracking. It kind of has a little bit of a roughness to the tongue. It's not like real rough, but it's not smooth on the tongue. So we're gonna lose that ash. Look at that big old crack right there. You guys see the crack happening? Let's go ahead and just. Oh yeah, right at that crack. It's got a nice little pyramid in there though underneath. So it is developing to be a much better cigar, but it's still not something I'm gonna turn to a lot. I only got the 5 pack, so and I gave a couple away already. So that's fine. What I have left will last me a while. I'll try this again. I mean, we're not done. It's developing to be a better cigar, but we'll give it a little more rest time because it almost started out like it was an early tobacco. You know what I mean? Like now, if it was like this at startup, it'd be great. But the way it started and now just developing into this, it's an okay cigar in my opinion at this point. So I'll be back. If something else changes, I'll come back sooner. If not, we'll come back when we start getting closer to the primary band. I'll probably end up taking the Chimolly one off before I come back on, unless something dramatic changes. But anyway, the Chimolly Pangu. It's okay. All right, this is where we're at. I took off the secondary band. We're gonna take the primary band off. It's still smoking much better than it did at startup. There's quite a bit of cedar flavor coming into it right now. Still got the floral note on the retro and a little bit on the palate. Still a little spice on top of the tongue. Not a lot. Smooth finish on the retro though, with that floral note. It's still a little rough on top of the tongue. The smoke feel for me. That's what it looks like. Got a fly in here. Nice pyramid underneath that ash. So far, it's only 2 ashes. So this will be a 3 ash cigar. Piece of tobacco in my mouth. Now, if this started out this way, where we're at now, would be a really good cigar. But that beginning, ugh, was no bueno for me. But we got past it. It got better. It's still getting a little better, but it's kind of staying. It stayed pretty linear for a minute, but now, like I said, there's a little bit more like cedar coming into the picture with the other flavors that are there. The bitterness is gone at this point still. There it is. There's almost something else in there that I'm getting, and I can't figure it out. It's almost like blueberry, but it's not blueberry. I don't know how to explain that other little flavor I'm getting that's coming in with the cedar. Definitely has a lot more cedar in it at this point of the cigar than it did anywhere else in it. There's something that lingers. You get a good portion of that flavor at the end of the finish, and it kind of lingers. The cedar definitely is lingering. There's something else. It's pleasant, but I don't know what it is. Could just be the linger of the cedar. I don't know. In my opinion, it's still just an okay cigar. And you guys know me, I pretty much like them all. I mean, there's very few and far between that I dislike a cigar. But this one, I don't think it's living up to the hype, honestly, in my opinion. I didn't hype it up in my head just from what I've seen on other reviews and stuff from the big guys. Some some had mixed reviews on this one, and I can see why. It's all depending on your palate, but like I said, usually I what am I trying to say? I mean, I don't like them all. What am I trying to say here? I mean, I pretty much do like them all. I just like cigars in general. But this one is it's just okay, and in my opinion, it's not living up to the hype. I am interested in smoking it again to see if it's this one cigar or if it's the same in the next one. But we have two more to get through. We have the Dynasty and I don't know what the purple one is off the top of my head. We have the blue one, which is the Dynasty, and the purple one to get. We're gonna do next. It has a nice tobacco. It's almost like what's lingering. It's almost like kind of like the flavor you'd get on a basin, and it might be kind of like more of a plum raisiny flavor, maybe that lingers with the cedar. Yeah, I know that's odd, but what I was gonna say before that popped in my head on what I might be tasting is it does have a nice tobacco flavor. Like the tobacco is good. It's just it started out like it was a little young at first, but I'm an amateur. My palate's young, you know. But these are what I'm picking up, and it's just an okay cigar for me. So that's where we're at. I'll come back here in a couple minutes to finish this one out. A little more spice on the lips too, from the wrapper probably. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Well, that didn't take long. The bitterness is coming back, but we're pretty much at the end anyway. So the Chimolly Pangu was just an okay cigar. That's where I'm gonna leave this one, just an okay one. Getting a little bitter here at the end. It's pretty much tastes like the light up did, so I'm over it. Not bad, not great, not horrible. I'm interested to see the next one if it's the same or not, though. So we'll smoke another one after we get through the next two. We'll let it sit for a little while longer, a couple more months or something. Anyway, Chimolly, Pangu, Red Band. Thanks for tuning in and watching and smoking with me. As always, try different sticks and always keep it smoky, my friends.